Hi everyone, let's take up a question from CBSE board sample paper. Here this question states the angle of elevation of a cloud from a point 60 meter above the surface of the water of a lake is 30 degrees and the angle of depression of its shadow from the same point in water of the lake is 60 degrees. Find the height of the cloud from the surface of water. So this is a very interesting question related to the chapter of application of trigonometry. Here we are talking about a cloud which is above the water of the lake and its shadow is formed in the lake. You know that water acts as a plane mirror. If I consider that this cloud is at the height h above this water level, then its shadow or image will form at depth h below this water level. So here P is the cloud and Q is its shadow. And I have taken up that the height of the cloud from the surface of water be h meter. So in this question you have to determine this value of h. According to this question, let's suppose that there is some point R which is at the height of 60 meter above this water level. From this point R, you are taking the angle of elevation of cloud. Then this angle of elevation is given to be 30 degrees. So let's consider this RT is the horizontal, this is the angle of elevation 30 degrees. I have joined here PQ. Moreover, in the next part of this question, it has been told that from the same point R, if you take the angle of depression of its shadow, then angle of depression of its shadow is 60 degrees. Now on basis of this, we can clearly see that this RS is 60, so this is coming out as parallel. This portion will be also measuring 60 meters. So this whole height of the cloud above this water level is h. So what will be PT? Here PT will be h minus 60. Taking the same thing, here this is h and this portion is 60, so this QT will be h plus 60. So we don't know what is this horizontal distance RT. So let's consider that this is equal to some variable x. Now on basis of this diagram which we have drawn, you can clearly see I have here two right triangles. Triangle PTR and triangle QTR. If I apply trigonometry in these two triangles, I'll be able to obtain the value of h. Very first, let's take up here triangle PTR. So next, if I take up here triangle PTR, I could write here in triangle PTR, there the trigonometric ratio involved is tan 30 degrees. As you know, this is perpendicular upon base, so this will be PT upon RT, where PT is h minus 60 and RT is equal to x. You know that value of tan 30 degrees is equal to 1 upon root 3. Substituting that, I get this equation, where on the right hand side I have h minus 60 upon x. Now on cross multiplication, this will give me the value of x. So I get here x is equal to root 3 times h minus 60. So this is the value of x. Let's take this to be equation number 1. So here in equation number 1, I am obtaining the value of x. Now let's get back to the diagram. Here I have to take now the second triangle, triangle QTR. In triangle QTR, here this angle is 60 degrees. For this 60 degree angle, perpendicular is QT and base is RT. So let's take up here the next triangle. So I can write here in triangle QTR, when I take up tan 60 degrees, here this is equal to perpendicular upon base, that is QT upon RT, where QT is equal to h plus 60 meters and here RT is x. So you are quite aware that the value of tan 60 degrees is root 3. Substituting that, I get here root 3 is equal to h plus 60 upon x. Now transposing x to the other side and root 3 to the other side, I get here the value of x is equal to h plus 60 upon root 3. So here also I am getting value of x. Let's take this to be equation number 2. So I have obtained here equation number 1 and equation number 2. In both these equations, you can clearly see I get here the value of x. So I can compare these two equations. So here on comparing left hand side, I get that right hand sides will be equal. So next I could write that from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2 we get, here we get that root 3 times h minus 60 is equal to h plus 60 upon root 3. So you can clearly see here I am getting an equation in terms of variable h. Let's solve this and transpose root 3 to the left hand side. That gives me here 3 times h minus 60 is equal to h plus 60. On further simplification, it results here 3h minus 180 is equal to h plus 60. Well, in the next step, you can clearly see I can transpose h to the left hand side and 180 to the right hand side. That gives me here 3h minus h. 2h is equal to 60 plus 180, that is 240. So, these both left hand side and right hand side could be easily reduced by 2, which will give me here the value of h equal to 120. So, this is 120 meter, the height of the cloud above the water level. So, here I get the value of h. So, according to this question, now I can clearly see that the diagram has been drawn with the help of the information in the question, and that gives me the height of the cloud from the surface of water is h equal to 120 meter. This is a very important question and this is the 4-marker question. So, when you come to this question, so you will be getting 1 mark for making the diagram till the angle of elevation of 30 degrees, and rest 1 marks will be obtained when you will be able to draw this remaining part for the angle of depression. So, total 2 marks will be obtained for the correct diagram. And when you move to the solution part, where you solve these 2 triangles to obtain the value of x and further equate that to get the value of h, this will give you complete 1.5 marks. So, this gives you the total of 3.5 marks. Rest half marks depends on this final answer. When you will be writing this final answer, that height of the cloud above this surface of the water is 120 meter, you will obtain rest half marks from it. So, that gives you total 4 marks. So, I hope it is clear to you. So, stay tuned for video solutions of CBSE board exam papers, which will be uploaded soon on the respective exam dates. Thank you.